Hello, who is here? What is up? Just a second. Yes, what is up, everyone? Whoever is joining me tonight, just now, I haven't even started. So, I just finished my first session a while ago, and I thought to do another one. I had to quit that session for something, because of something. Things keep happening. So yeah, what is up? Just a second, I'm just starting. All right, what is up? So I'm here again tonight with another stream. And to quicken this up, we'll start up with one of the poses that I've selected and of Muichiro, sorry, and take it from there. So let's quickly begin drawing Muichiro. Is that the right spelling? Hey everyone. All right, let's quickly start. What is up, everyone? Hope everyone's doing good. Welcome to my stream. I'm quickly going to draw Chiro from the Demon Slayer. But if you want me to draw something else, want me to give you some tips over drawing, please let me know. For now, we're just quickly drawing Mr. Takito. I'm just drawing his hair, quickly trying to get it done. So what is up, everyone? Whoever's joining in, I kind of try to stream every day and draw at your request as well, as if somebody also wants me to draw something for them or ask me to teach them how to draw something. So that's the vibe of this stream. Let me know what you want. Goku? All right, why not? We have our first request. That was quick. All right, let's draw Goku. I don't mind, but let me just quickly draw this, right? How about that? And I can do Goku right next after this. What do you guys say? Let me know if you're okay with it, but if you're not, that's okay. I will draw Goku first. All right, let's quickly just finish this first. So let's just draw a little of his, what's it called, the eyebrow line. And right below it, I will give it a stashy, tiny arc for his eyebrow, for his eyelash, sorry. Just a little line for his eye. Let's put a little dark tone for his cornea. This strand should come right in front because it's a thick strand. Let's draw his other eyebrow. Just a line will define it, a quick line, and a sharp arc, edgy sharp arc for his eyelash. Let's draw this eye. Kind of a chunky drawing. It's all right, it's going to define the pose, as long as we can just follow the proportions of the drawing. All right, let's put a little tiny nose. That's good enough. Let's put his cheek and his jaw. This will do. Let's put a little tiny arc for his mouth, a little lower lip, and the chin. There you go. We have a basic drawing kind of a thing. Should I be drawing his full body? Let's draw his full body because it's not taking too long. So yeah, that's his hair, flowy hair. Quickly trying to get the pose right. That's his shoulder. I hope you can see the drawing. Yeah, you can. Perfect. That's his shoulder. That's his hair kind of flowing outside of the frame. And this is all right. I think this size for this placement for his shoulder is kind of all right. We'll put the sleeve over here. These are the folds. And that's his kind of arm. That's his elbow. Let's put a little mark for his elbow. That's the shadow. I'm drawing the shadow right now. Just the shadow, just the basic lining. And this is kind of a curvy. And he's got his sleeve over here. Think that is good enough. Yeah, you can see it, right? Let's put his hand in place. Quick wrist, thumb, and his hand, his finger, first finger, just the line defining second finger. So that's it's the neck of his sword. The neck of his sword is here. Let's draw his other hand. His other hand is somewhere over here. Just a few lines to define. Hina Sheikh, hello. How's it going? ZK, how is it going? I'll draw Goku just after this. Just after this. So these are his fingers and that is the sword. We can darken this later whenever we have more time. Let's draw Goku now. So I'm going to look for a better pose. I have a few poses that I love about Goku. I'm going to show you Goku just a second. Just a second, guys. That's the Goku I've painted a while back. And I just saw it today. So how is this for Goku? I had this painted a while back and I think it's on my stream as well, but I'll draw another one just now. And just a second, I'm going to zoom this out for your better viewing. How's this? I hope the guy who asked, ZK asked for Goku. I hope you're still watching this, ZK. So that's the Goku I painted a while back. Let's draw another Goku and just some quick stuff. So for Goku, I was thinking I should do a couple of poses, right? So let's draw the first pose. Hope you can see this, right? You can. Usually I try to make sure whatever I'm drawing is on screen because sometimes I just get in the process and don't even know what's on screen. So yeah, let's draw. Let's get to it quickly. Just a second. So I'm going to draw one pose of Goku, then another, just the same pose but in a different direction kind of a thing. So let's start from his head. This I'm just going to mark his head quickly because I want the full drawing to come on the paper. And that's his neck. That's kind of his shoulder blade, or not shoulder blade, the shoulder muscles. That's his chest. And we can start now. So for his hair, let's draw the biggest strand on front. This will do. And this is another strand on the front. Then there's this third strand and the fourth. This is good enough. Let's make it a little curvy. Let's draw all those strands going up and down, going crazy. Should I write Goku so everyone knows that I'm drawing it for you? Alright, let me write it here. Right, let's do this. So all these lines are kind of rough right now, but we don't care. We just want to make the form right. It doesn't matter if it looks rough or not rough or fine at this point. So you just start it. So these are all these crazy hairdo things happening at his head, and we're just trying to get it right. Just a second. Just a second. I'm not sure why has it paused. Yeah, it hasn't paused. So yeah, let's draw his face in on the, because we know this big, this is how big his face is going to be. So let's just give it a little line and start drawing. So that is where I want his eye to come on the drawing. Just a diagonal line and a straight line, and let this be. Let's join this with another little tiny curve. Let's draw another line at the same point, kind of a diagonal line and a straight line and a diagonal line on top. That will do. That will define his eyes. Let's put a little cornea kind of a thing in between. Let's put his cornea in this other eye. Let's give this a little more lines. Make these darker, so that it looks more defined. Let's put a tiny little nose. This would do. Let's put a little kind of a thin line and a lower lip. And let's put his jawline in place. Hey Ayush. Ayush, what's up, my man? What is up, bro? How you doing? I hope the guy requested is still watching this. What is up, Ayush? How you doing, my man? What is happening? Kya haal bhai? Kya haal aapka? Hope you're good, man. Hope you're doing well. Hello, Ribati. Thank you for coming. What's up? What is up? Did you get offline in my other stream, in my previous stream? Because I guess I lost a lot of viewers all of a sudden. Like there was just blank. I think it had to do with the streaming software, but whatever, right? It's all right. It is perfectly fine to have all these glitches and everything. So, what's up, Kakashi? Okay, yeah, let's do that. Let's do that now, right after this. Yeah, so I was thinking to draw a little more, but if you want me to do more quick stuff, let's do that. I love doing quick stuff. Just a second. You know, all these other streams, I kind of do really detailed stuff. Like I go on painting with the acrylics. Gosh, just a second. So yeah, why not? Why not? Why not? So what is happening, everyone? You guys tell me. How you doing, Ribati? What's up with you? Hope you're having too much fun with whatever you're doing. So Kakashi's, most of his face is covered with the face mask. I mean, like the half of the thing is his hair, and the rest is his covered, just the eyes that you can see. All right, so let's start with the eyes. Why not with the eyes, right? So if somebody wants to draw with me, they can totally draw with me. It's super good to draw together. So let me draw a big ass face. So for his head, what I'll do first is I will draw his left eyebrow, just a little curved line, and let this be. From here, I'm going to hook this up with this upper muscle by drawing this little tiny arc. I will draw another line and kind of mark it lightly, just a little, what's it called? Just a little shade, just a little shadow kind of a thing in between, because that's the muscle which is kind of making it look, all straight and kind of a serious look, kind of a anxious face he's got in this pose. So all right, so that's his other eyebrow. I will make a diagonal line, which is kind of a thicker line, and let this be. Take this a little further away and let this be. And I think we have got his eyes, his eyebrows right. Let's draw the rest of his face. So let's mark where his eye ends, like the end part of his eye. So this is his upper eyelid, that's where his eye ends, over here and over here. So we've got this line ready. Now let's put his nose in place just by smack adding this curve. And so basically it forms this kind of a diamond shape in between. So we have just let it be here. Let's draw a little tiny curve and stretch it out diagonally, but in a curve, diagonal in a curve, so that this kind of forms his mask. You can darken this, later, whatever. So let's put his left eye in place, just a line. Now it will be getting thicker from the left. As you take it, stretch it out, just make it a little thicker and give it a pointy edge at the end. This will do. Let's join this. Since we know we're going to end this here, let's bring a diagonal line and end this here. Let's take another line to join it to the corner of eye, and you have his first eye. Let's draw his second eye. So second eye should come in within this, like straightening it with this eye. So this point comes over here. Let's fetch it further upwards, and the lower eyelid can go a little lower because we want this eye to be thicker than the other one. You have the eyelid, the upper eyelash in place. Let's join this. Let us join this. All right, this eye is going to be a little bigger. It doesn't matter if it looks too big and this looks too small. We'll fix it. It doesn't matter at this point. Let's give a curved line for his headband. So the headband is kind of like this. This is a fabric, curvy fabric. So let's draw, make it darker, a little darker. We'll do darker. So there he's got this badge metallic thing on top. Let's draw that as well to give it more detail. We've drawn that as well. The sides could be a little curved, it doesn't matter. The upper and the lower line should be a little curved, to give it that sort of a cylindrical feel. Let's draw another line over top to define its thickness. Let's draw two tiny circles for those bolts over his head, and the mark will come to the mark, but we know where it's going to come. Let's give the upper edge as well of this headband thing. You can darken this, whatever material you're using. Let's come down now. Let's put his eye in place. For eye, we will make a tiny little curvy dot in between and draw the semicircle and end this here. Let's come to the right side. We needed this eye to be bigger than the other one, so we'll make a thicker and a bigger line for this eye and make it darker in between to define the cornea. Now you should not be making the cornea bigger. The inner circle should be the same, but this eye can be bigger as we have made it. So yeah, let's bring some of his hair strands on the left, just some of them. Let's bring one hair strand on the right side. This will do fine. Let's make this line darker. Let's put a line to define his nose, because you can't see his nose because of the mask. So a little darker line would define the darker shade that we want to fill in later. Let's put his these lines to define his face cut, I think, because most of it is covered with this mask. So we'll just give it this curved line, this curved line, and join them together. Let's make the rest of it darker so that the drawing looks more appealing, looks more interesting. And we're darkening this. Let's let it be here. We darken this with another pencil, which should be darker enough for, cover this up quickly. That's his first hair strand. That's his. No. Hey, I'm just online. Yeah, I'm catching you after a long time for sure. बहुत दिन हुए, right? But I wasn't online for like 2-3 days, I guess. But I had a session with you like long before that. So hope you're well, my man. Hope everything's good. I'm shading with the 3B pencil because it's softer and it'll take lesser time. Because it's softer, you can do this with anything else. You can do this with the water pigment or with watercolors, with poster colors, whatever you like to use. So let's draw some of these lines on the right side that are defining the fabric. Oops, that happens if you work with a softer pencil. You kind of break it all the time. I kind of break it all the time and I hate it, absolutely hate it. But yeah, you've got to be kind with the pencil. If you're working with a softer pencil, you've got to be kind with to that. All right, so let's draw some part of his ear that is visible. Quickly drawing the ear, the outer lines, quickly drawing this other outer ear line, and yeah, let's draw the part of his jacket that you can see from this point, from this perspective. Just this line would define. Let's put some of his hair over here. Let's put some hair on the left side, just a little bit of neck that we can see. All right, so I think there we have it. We have, all right, do we have any other requests? Please let me know if I've missed any message. I am not sure. Uh, what's going? Hey, what is up, my man? Astro, I'm sorry. I didn't see you were here. But yeah, so let's keep drawing. I was drawing from this another software. It's way better than this, but I think it keeps glitching with the software, with the YouTube. I think that's what I think. All right, let's draw something else. I was thinking, why not to draw? What else should we draw? I was thinking to draw this guy. I don't know his name. You're supposed to tell me his name, right? I'm sure you will tell me his name. So let's draw somewhere else. A new paper, a new beginning. I think his name is whatever. All right, let's draw. ZK, thanks a lot, man. I love you too. Thank you for watching my streams, and I hope you please don't forget to like this stream, just interact with this stream or whatever. So all right, so I'm drawing this sketch of a famous character, and you're supposed to tell me what character this is before it gets completed. And you're gonna win nothing. You're absolutely gonna win nothing but just the satisfaction that, dude, I'm way smarter than the artist. Just that sort of a thing is just a thing. I mean, whatever, right? So let's keep on drawing. You're supposed to tell me of this character while I try to quickly find his form, right? If somebody's drawing with me, that is awesome. Just keep copying. And I am not I'm going to draw this in fragments, like in the process, and I'm not going to define its form before detailing. You're saying mountain. You want me to draw a mountain. What are you even saying? Astro, are you the mountain? Are you going on top of the mountain? Astro, are you big as the mountain? All right, so that's the front hair strand that's coming on his face. I'm just trying to quickly get the drawing going. If you have any requests, please let me know. I will try to draw them for you. If you want to learn any sort of a character or just about anything related to drawing or design or illustration, let me know. I will try to explain it as quickly as I can. But right now you're supposed to name this character. It's a famous character. And I'm slow. I'm sorry about being slow. Do you know his hair? You guys must be like, all right, this is from Demon Slayer. And you'd be like, all of these characters have the same hair. Not all, but yeah, some of them do. Some of them do. Just a change of color and you have another character. So yeah, I'm done with this ear and face, not face, his head. Now I'm drawing these here on the front. I'm sure you can't guess it till now even, because even I couldn't tell if I wasn't drawing. So all right, so let's put his eyebrows in place. Just a thin sharp line, just a thin sharp line over here. All right, for this eye, we need to make sharper, edgier diagonal line. This looks fine. Let's draw his other eye. So this is the upper eyelid line. This looks fine for now. Let's draw this sharp hook-like upper eye, upper eyelid. It's got to be sharp. All right, let's make this cornea. I swear if I start coloring these two eyes, you will definitely tell. But I won't, because I don't want you guys to tell me before I've get done with the drawing. All right, so let's give these here a little more detail because I like them. They're right smack in front of the face, and these are kind of an added value to the drawing. So let's darken this up a bit more. Let's put a little more effort. Right, so we are not getting no more requests, right? So I can draw this as long as it takes because we don't have more requests. Yay. All right, so that's the lower eyelid. That's the lower eyelid. Very cool. Nizu, next UC. Oh, next UC. How are you? How's it going, my man? Thank you for joining. Thank you for coming to the stream. You guys are super awesome. Whoever's watching this stream, whoever's not watching this stream might be super awesome, just that we don't know yet. So yeah, let's draw the outer face. Just a curved line, just a line going downwards. We can end this here somewhere because that's where his chin is. Just a pointy chin. I might have made his chin a little pointier, but I don't care now since I've already drawn this. All right, this line should go and meet up the end of the ear, and this looks all right to me. As for now, there's a bandage over here. All right, that is a super specific detail. Since you know he's from DS, and since there's a bandage, I mean, come on, guys. All right, that's his nose, tiny nose, and line defining lips, line defining lower lip. Let's darken the outer face up just a little. If you guys cannot guess this character, once I'm done with giving him the right animal, then you are not watching the series for sure. All right, so here are some of the hair strands that I can see. I'll just put them out roughly, nothing detailed. It's all right. Let's put his collar. Nope. That's not it. That's not it. It looks like him for sure, but yeah, I'm sure now you will know right after I have made this. Right after I made this. Come on. I'm sure you can tell now. You can tell now. I mean like you can tell now for sure. For sure. For sure. Come on, guys. I mean, I'm not so bad at drawing. I know, but come on. Come on. All right. All right. Now you will know. For sure. Come on. I can't be so bad at drawing. I am not so bad at drawing. Come on. All right, now I'm not even saying it. Not even saying it. Tiny red eyes. Should I color this piece? I don't know. All right. So let's make his shoulder. Let us make his shoulder. That is the rest of his body going upward in the curved way. There are these stripes over his shirt. These stripes going all around his shirts. And there's this pocket detail he's got. That of night because of the band. Yes. Right. All right. So he's got this green hair. I'm not going to color it. I'm just going to give him this quick tone. But yeah, definitely we'll give it more detail. We can't let this drawing be so less in detail. So for doing that, to do that, we will need some color, at least some color. How about using black? All right, so if there's a request, let me know, or I'll just keep on detailing this piece. So yeah, yeah. Let's make another piece. Come on. We can't be so silly just drawing one thing, right? Let's draw something else. Let us draw. Oh, I found a kick-ass pose of the same kind of face. How about that? How about Muchiro in the same form, in the same kind of a drawing, but a little more wavy? Let's draw him, right? I hope you can see the drawing. Let's start. All right, I've opened the sleeve so that my hand kind of, my palm doesn't sweat too much and make this paper, all crazy. All right, so we're going to draw a real flowy drawing of Muchiro. Tokito. That's his hair, kind of flowy hair. And there, that's his head. What's this part called? I don't know. The middle of scalp where the hair kind of, evolve out of, forming this circle round thing. It has this specific name. All right, so let's keep drawing. Let us focus on the drawing and not the names. These are the frontal hair strands that I'm doing. Just flowy hair going down, up and down like crazy. Right. So from here, these strands go up, all flowy, like the foxtail. Damn. All right, this looks all right for now. Let's do his eyes. Right, I have a better pencil. I have a HP, and it's kind of sharp. It's better because it's sharp. That's the only reason. I hope. Oh, it's lighter. I shouldn't be using anything lighter. I need to use dark pencils so everyone can see. All right, so that's it. See what happens with these softer pencils. All right, that's his eyebrow, the left eyebrow, and this should come a little towards the front. Yeah, that is all right. That's the second eyebrow going on over to the edge of this other hair. See, I keep on breaking it. I'm sorry. I just apply too much pressure on the softest of pencils and then I'm like crying over it. All right. So let's try lesser pressure and try to make this drawing all right before I break this nib entirely. So that's his first eyelash. And we'll put another hook kind of a stroke going towards left for his second eyelash. I need to change the pencil. I'm sorry about that. I am so dumb. I should have used 1B only because it's a little harder. It has a little harder graphite, and I wasn't using it because I didn't want to sharpen it. I'm lazy as well. All right, so most of the artists are like kind of lazy and they don't want to do the stuff they want to draw and draw. I mean, it's not a good influence, but yeah, whatever. So yeah, that's the eyeball. Let's darken this up a little bit. Let's darken his cornea a little bit and make his upper eye a little darker and add this, make this a little broader, thicker, this eyelash. All right, this looks fine. Now let's draw this line to define his other eye, the lower eyelash. Just a thick line would be just fine. Right, let's put his other cornea in place. Just the line defining semicircular arc would do. While drawing this, I thought like why not to extend this eyelash a little more. So let me darkening it from the top, just a little darkening, and the same kind of cornea that we have placed on the left eye, put on the right eye as well. Let's make this a little more darker so the both of them look the same. Right, let's make this darker. His eyes kind of look too big to me, but we will adjust that. It doesn't matter. Let's make this curve in place. Let's put this chin in place. Let's make another line. There's this hair strand going from his left. Let's put this in place, all flowy. And let's join this. Join this. Let's put his neckline in place. And let's put his nose just one stroke, and this other stroke will define it. Let's put his lips in place. Lips is just one arc going down, second arc, and that's about it. Just a little lower lip. Let's darken this line up. Let's to smooth this drawing up. Let's put his ear in place. This strand should go over here towards the outer side. This ear should come over here somewhere. And yeah, let's zoom this out and draw the whole thing. How do we zoom out? How do we zoom out? Yeah, looks all right. Let me just fix this a little more. Yeah. Let's make his body now. So this cheek kind of looks a little extended towards the left side. Let's make it all right. Give him a slicker face. And this line can be defined as his shirt now, because we have fixed it, right? So yeah, there's this button that we can see, this golden button. Let's make the folds and the rest of the body. So he's got his shoulder over here. I will draw a line to define his shoulder and a line to define where his shoulder kind of ends, and draw a curve around it. This curve will do. There's this fold. I will put this fold in place. Let me just yeah, all right, so I'll make this fold in place. Let's draw a line to define the first fold of his sleeve. So I've kind of made the first fold of the sleeve. This arm is going downwards with a little bit of these folds over his shirt. So we are just drawing that. His hand is big as this mark. So I will put a mark over here and draw the rest of his sleeve going downwards. Let's draw his other hand. So his other hand is kind of upwards, like he's drawing the sword. In one arm he's holding it. This other arm is like kind of a left hand. He's kind of drawing it out of the cover, or the thing. What's it called? That contains the sword. So yeah, that's where his other hand should be. That's the sleeve. That's the shadow that I'm drawing. So his other hand kind of comes over here. So let's draw it here. That's the hand, and that are his fingers, and that is the handle of the sword that he's holding to. And his other hand should come over here. Fingers. What's the pinky? This other finger. This is his thumb, and there's his handle of his sword. So yeah, it's kind of a squarish handle right now. I'm not detailing it, just placing it in. Just placing it in, and the sword is kind of going outwards. So over here, with these fingers, you can show a little bit of his thumb because he's holding it. And yeah, there you go. You can do detailing of his sword later on if you want to, but you have got the pose right. So yeah, let's draw more of his hand so that it gives more of a detail. So this is just his sleeve flowing. Let's draw more of this hand now, more of the sleeve. So just these lines will define these sleeves, kind of wrinkled and stretched out sleeve. So these are his, this is where his waist is. And let's draw his foot, because he's kind of in an action pose. So his foot is kind of at the front. So this will define his front, and it will be a little darker from the bottom. So we are just defining that by giving this line. So, and this other foot is kind of inwards, but the only way to depict that is by drawing these lines and shading them later on, or kind of giving it some tone to understand that is what's going on with the pose, and you can define it with the light or the right color. So yeah, that is another pose of Mushiro. Here, more hair going upward, more hair going upward. Oh, what happened? uh, I was drawing Muchiro, but you're right. It's kind of a guessing game in this session. I did this drawing a while back, and wait a second. So since you guys are not asking me to draw anything, I'm just drawing random stuff. Come on, you should be requesting me to draw things. So yeah, it was Muchiro, and let's draw something else now. Should I draw Mizuku now? Apple? Alright, I can draw an apple. Come on. You want me to draw an apple? Let's draw an apple. Let's draw a quick apple. Just a second. Just a second, guys. I will draw a nice looking apple for you guys. If anyone's drawing with me, that is super. That is super. Like, seriously. That is super. Alright. How to draw an apple in quick, easy steps. Let's do this. So to draw an apple, I will draw the stem first, because that is where the apple kind of evolved from. So that is the stem. The stem is going to be a little thicker from the upper side compared to the left side, to where it's joined with the apple. Apple will also have a leaf, so I will draw a nice tiny leaf around it. This line will define the leaf. Right. Just a second. So where it's kind of coming out from will have a hole, right? So it needs a little depth below where it's popping out of, right? It'll have its shadow because the leaf is kind of forming a shadow over the form of apple. We'll draw a line behind it just to define the form and make it round, curve, end it here, make it a nice curvy form, S-like form, and there you go, you have your apple on place. Let's shade it real quick. For shading, I will just use a lighter tone. I will make a highlight over here, since I'm saying light is falling from this side, right? So I will just leave it white for now and give it a little nice shade. Just a basic filler shade. Once you have that in place, so you have light tone, which is highlight, then you have the light tone. Now we are going to add this middle tone by keeping our pencil on top and just using the same kind of speed, but hovering over that same spot to make it darker. So you have this middle tone in place. Now we'll use the same similar technique to define the dark areas of this apple. So I'm going to add darker tone to it, just filling it. Right now we are not doing any detailing in the shading, we are just constantly filling it with the same kind of approach, with the same kind of technique. Since the apple is on the ground, so it will have sort of a dark tone right beneath it, so we'll put that in place. We'll add a little shadow beneath it. Just this much is enough. All right, this line shouldn't be obvious, so we'll make it disappear by detailing over it. Let's do a little detailing so that apple kind of looks appley enough. If I can find the blender, and oh, I have good luck that I have found the blender. So what I'll do now, I'll quickly blend this, blend this, blend this, blend this, blend this. Let this be, let this be. And I can use a darker pencil now, because that's where 3B would be perfect to add at this point. So I will add darker tone over here. I will add a bit of darker tone over here that is defining the shadow of this falling leaf, this fallen leaf on top. Not fallen, but the shadow that is falling over. And I'm darkening the sides, just these sides, kind of darkening it to give it that circular form, darkening it to give it that form, darkening it to give that circular form. I'm adding more darks. As I add more darks, it's becoming more sort of a solid form, and more texture will also appear with more detail that I place in. So this much of detail for the dark is enough. This is where we have the lighter, the middle tone, kind of a middle tone thing. So I will just add the same dark tone, hovering over it more quickly to define the form of it. This line could be this. I had to hide this line, remember? So I will just add more tone to it and make it a little darker from somewhere, because Apple, it doesn't have a plastic feel to it, right? It's not a plastic feel to it. It's got more of a organic feel to it. Like the color will change at some places, color will change at the other places. So just adding the darker tone to it. Since it's going to be darker from below, let's add a darker line over here and make it get this gradation gradually becoming darker. Let's add this line to define the shadow and the placement on the floor or whatever the subject is. So yeah, we've added that. We've just added that as a shadow, and we are darkening this line. You know, whenever the light forms, it kind of gives this, you can see this light, right? It's called the reflected light. The light is not falling on this thing directly, it's, you know, reflecting from somewhere else, like some part of this floor is reflecting this kind of a shine reflection. So this kind of a light tone will define that. And to define it more, what we can do is we can darken smack right above it, and we're gonna make this more darker so that it forms this, you know, spherical texture to the form. So I'm just quickly darkening. Whoever is drawing with me, you guys are super awesome. And if you're not drawing with me, who asked for this apple? Who was it? Oh, that was Astro. That was Astro. What is Astro even saying? This is so wonderful. Rion man, how are you, my little friend? Hope you're well. Hope you're good. Hope you're enjoying. And I did 2 streams today, Rionman, and that's the second stream. And I'm glad that I caught you in this one. So yeah, I've made Apple. Do we have more requests? Do we have? All right. So coming back to this, if you keep on detailing it more, you'll get more definition. So with I'm done with the darkening stuff now. So I can use a lighter pencil. For lighter pencil, I will use an HB, because HB is the lightest to be used with such kind of paper. Also, it's the darkest, but not the darkest. Like it's got this lead. Good watching YouTube on my PC. All right, cool. Thank you for watching the stream, man. Like seriously, it means a lot when you guys support and watch, and you know, maybe learn from something from it. So for with this pencil, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna uh, run this pencil in the direction of this apple. Like it's spherical, so I will use these tiny lines in an order. It has a contour, it has a contour, spherical contour to it. So you know, to define its roundness and stuff. um, so yeah, you can also do that, like shade in the direction of the form, and that also kind of helps sometimes, not all the time, because when you know, it depends on the subject. From subject to subject, it depends on what kind of piece are you making. But yeah, you can also use this to define texture while shading it. So yeah, I hope what's it called, Astro, that I've done justice with your request of a random request of an apple. So yeah, let's give a little more detail to the floor, uh, to where you have placed it, and voila, you have your apple. What else? Do we have any more requests? It's actually pretty busy with holiday homework, you know, so I took a break. And because, yeah, of course, why not? Why not? Of course. All right, so let's draw. I'll tell you what I want to draw now. Let's just. All right, how about drawing some more figures or anime? What do you think? You guys got to tell me what you want me to draw. Come on, come on. Come on, come on. we need requests, we need requests. All right. Since no one's requesting, I'll draw another pose. Just a second. I think I've messed it up. Oh yeah, I'm sorry about that. So yeah, draw hand, more hands. You want me to draw more hands? I can draw more hands. I was planning to do a stream over hands, why not? But yeah, for now I can draw a few quick gestures, why not? So yeah, let's draw a few hands. Handy hands. Handy hand. I wrote it in the way they write happy holidays. All right, so let's try to draw hand gestures, a few hand gestures. So I will start with the basic hand gestures first, and then a few complicated ones. Right? What do you think? What do you guys think? All right. So how about basically drawing a hand fingering towards pointing towards a certain point, or maybe, all right, let's draw this first. the wow the wow gesture, right? What's it in emoji language? I don't know what's it called. Just a second, just a second, just a second. How can I lose this? I'm just trying to watch what I'm drawing and if it's on screen or not, because it keeps on happening with me that even today it happened, like I kept up drawing thinking everything is on screen and nothing was on screen, and kind of kept going. Silly me, right? All right, let's do a quick drawing of a hand, this emoji, whatever it is, right? Whatever it's called. So for this you need to be drawing the, all right, so when you're drawing something that is not kind of too complicated, it's more sort of a simpler pose, then what you should always focus on are two things: this block and then the direction of the fingers. Like if they are outwards fingers pointing outwards, or if they are not too crumpled or holding anything, then you should just always try drawing the middle part first and then focus on something else. On the second part should be focusing on the direction of fingers, and that's how you can make it. But anyway, can I draw for you? What are you saving? But anyway, can I draw for you? What do you mean? Yeah, draw whatever. Anything you always wanted to do, request. Yeah, sure. Like draw. Okay, let me think about it. Draw what should I ask for, man? That's a tough one. Why don't you draw this hand only? The one that I'm drawing. Why don't you draw with me and share? You know, how about that? How about that? All right, so I am focusing on the middle part of this hand. So I will start with this block for now. So this block is a squarish block, and I want to add a thumb to it. So I will add a directional line that is like this, and let this be, right? I will add another line to define what sort of a pose am I making, what sort of a gesture. So it's just this gesture, showing wow kind of a thing. I will draw these other this the direction of these other fingers just by making these directional lines and nothing else. So we have our basic. Yeah, come on, draw with me. It's fun, and also that I think that it will help you with your drawing as well. So I mean, it's fun to draw together. Like if somebody is drawing and you're drawing with them or right after them, so it's a easier way to have fun with the drawing, and also that you pick up some speed. So that is also a good part of sketching with somebody, or watching and drawing something together. It's fun. Basically also that this is live, so you can just ask right away if something goes wrong. All right, let's keep drawing. So yeah, So we have the directional fingers. We know where what goes what. We have the basic cube in which is the palm of the hand, and we let's draw from over there. So we know the fingers kind of end over here. So let's draw a little line to define where the finger ends. Let's draw first segment of the hand. Let's draw a little line going down. That's this middle line. It's this hand. Oh, sorry. I am sorry I got a call. I am really sorry about that. All right, so let me zoom this in a bit so you can see what I'm drawing. All right, I hope this is a better view. Yeah, let's keep drawing. So yeah, what we have done now is we have marked the first finger and the first segment. Let's draw a little curve to define this part of the thumb that's joining it from the rest of the hand. So yeah, a little curve will do. Let's draw another line to define the thickness of the thumb. Let's draw it a little beside it so you know what we have done till now. We have made a square and we have made these directional fingers, and we have drawn this directional thumb. What we have drawn till now is this line, and this line. Just these three lines we have drawn till now, right? We're defining the thickness through this line. We are going to join the thumb from the rest of the palm through this line. So let me darken these lines up so it's easier for you to understand. This line, this line, this line, this line. All right, so we are making the first finger, which kind of ends over here. Is it still on mute? Can you guys hear me now? Can you guys hear me now? Hello? Hello? I hope you guys can hear me. Hello? I don't think you can hear me. Hello? Can you hear me now? I don't think you guys can hear me. Hello? Can you guys hear me now? I hope. Hello? Can you guys hear me now? I hope you can. I hope you guys can hear me now. I'm hoping you can hear me now. Nope. No audio, right? Damn. I'm sorry about that. So let's keep quickly drawing. I'm sorry. Or should I end this stream and come up with another one?